Welcome to the Gujarat Forensic Sciences University, which is world's first forensic university, and this university run the courses related to the forensic science and the allied sciences. Now we are preparing these videos which will help you to get the answer of some of the questions that you have before filling the online admission form or while you are filling the admission form. So please read the instructions for the admissions very carefully. The first instruction is the official websites of the Gujarat Forensic Sciences University is www.gfsu.edu.in, and the admission page is http://www.gfsu.edu.in/student admission. If you don't want to enter this URL in the browser, then you can directly visit our website, which you can see on the screen. And just on the right hand side, you'll find one label, a menu that is called Admission 2020. So if you want, you can click on this label also, and you'll get all the informations related to the admission. Now remember one thing, that whenever you visit our website, that is www.gfsu.edu.in, or our admission page, please press the Control plus F5 to get the latest updates. So this is very important. The second point which you need to keep in your mind, that if while you're filling the online application form, and suppose if your last semester examination is not conducted, or your last semester result is not yet came, then even also then also you can apply or you can fill the online application form. What does it mean? That suppose if you are doing your BSc chemistry and your sixth semester examination is not yet conducted, or sixth semester result is awaited, even though you can apply or you can fill the online application form. The only thing which you need to keep in your mind, that you need to enter the marks up to semester 5. This is an example, up to semester 5 in the education qualification and semester detail. Okay, the third point which you need to keep in your mind is, suppose if you want to apply more than one course, then you need to fill the separate online application form along with the application phase. Take an example, that suppose if I want to apply for two courses, then you need to fill the two application online, and you need to pay the fees separately for both the application. The second thing is, once you fill the online application for the admission, you need to take the printout of the application summary, and you need to send that application summary along with all the supporting documents or the mark sheets to the university. Now remember one thing, if you apply for, suppose if you apply for two courses, then you need to send a two separate envelope, and that separate envelope should have the separate application summary along with all the documents or the mark sheets. The fourth point is, while you fill the online application form, there is one section in the online application form submission that you need to upload the documents. Now remember one thing, if you don't upload living certificate, SSC, HSC, graduation or a post graduation mark sheet, then also you can submit the form. It means that you need not to upload the form. But remember one thing, it is strongly advisable that you should upload all these documents, because of this COVID situations, it may possible that your hard copy, which may have the summary of your applications along with the documents, may or may not reach to the university. In that case, we can download those scan copy documents, and we can proceed. So if you don't upload, even though you can submit the application, but it is strongly advisable that you should upload all these documents. The fifth point which you need to keep in your mind is, The GFSU will consider only those application which application is submitted successfully and the application fees is also paid successfully. So if somebody will submit the form, but if the candidate do not submit the application fee successfully, then the GFSU will not consider your application. The sixth one is the application, the fees once paid is non-refundable in any case. That you should keep in your mind. The point number 7, which is very important. Once you fill the online application form and once you pay the application fee successfully, then the GFSU will allow all the applicants to appear in the entrance examinations conducted by the GFSU. It means that before the entrance examinations, the GFSU will not do any kind of, will not check the eligibility. Once you pay the fees, then we'll allow all the candidates to appear in the entrance examination. But after the entrance examination, our eligibility or equivalence committee decided by the institute or the GFSU will check the eligibility of your education qualification, and if you satisfy the minimum education qualification criteria for applied course, then only your name may be included, may be included in the merit list. So that you should keep in your mind. It means that if you submit the application form successfully and if you paid the fees, it doesn't mean that you are eligible. The eighth point which you need to keep in your mind, that the applicant will not be eligible if he or she is not able to produce prescribed document oblique mark sheet asked by the GFSU on or before a due date and a time decided by the GFSU. Remember one thing, even though if you don't have a last semester mark sheet, even though you can apply, you can fill the application form, but you need to submit your last semester mark sheets or a provisional mark sheet on a date, on a last date which will be decided by the GFSU. If you fail to submit any of the documents by the due date which is decided by the GFSU, then GFSU will not consider your application. The next ninth point which you need to keep in your mind, that either any applicant who will apply for or fill the application form, they need to abide the rules and regulation which is related to the provisional mark sheet submissions or the provisional mark sheet format, document submission deadline, provisional admission, refund fees, and the admission cancellation policies which is decided by the GFSU. In case the applicant shall abide by any other decisions taken by the authority of the GFSU in the case application is failing to follow this cited rules and the regulation. So you have to follow the rules and regulations related to above cited things. The 10th point which you need to, which is a very important one, that it is a sole responsibility of the applicants to check the website related to important dates, schedule of entrance examination, merit list, counseling schedule, or any other important announcement related to the admission. As it, so it is your responsibility to check our websites regularly, and whenever you visit our websites, please press Ctrl F5 to get a latest update. In any circumstances, GFSU will not be responsible if the applicant misses his or her opportunity related to the admission if the applicant fails to check the important announcement. So it is very important that you need to check our admission page, our GFSU official websites regularly. Whenever you visit our admission page or our GFSU websites, do not forget to press Ctrl F5 to get a latest update. The 11th point is the GFSU will not inform anything related to the admissions through the phone call. So will not make a phone calls to anybody in any case. It is your responsibility to check our websites regularly. The 12th point is while you fill the application form, you need to select the courses, the eligible courses from the eligible list. In some of the cases, suppose if you don't find the course, then in that case you need to select the any other option. It means that suppose if your course nomenclature is different or it is not listed in the education qualification list, then you need to select the any other option. But remember one thing, if you select the any other options, in that case our eligibility or the equivalence committee will decide the equivalence of your course. The point number 13, that it is highly advisable that please do not wait for a last date. Do not rush for in the last week, because after filling the online application form you need to submit the application summary along with all the documents. You need to send it to the university. So please try to submit your online application at least 1 week or 1 week or 9 days before. So it is easy that your applications, hard copy of applications, will reach very easily to our university. The last point which is very important is that every applicant, when they start filling the application form, they need to agree with this statement that I read the terms and conditions for admission carefully, understood, read, and have no objections. So these are the few things, important things which you need to keep in your mind. Now let's talk about the important instruction related to filling the online application. Okay, the first thing is, whenever you start filling the online application for admission in GFSU, it is strongly advisable that you should use a Google Chrome browser. Our application is running also in other browser also, but will it is highly advisable that you should use a Google Chrome browser, because the step by step guide which we put on our websites or in the YouTube, it is very well tested in the Google Chrome. So it is strongly advisable that you should use a Google Chrome. The second thing is, which is very important, is whenever you use a Google Chrome, please enable your pop-ups, because once you complete your application, you need to download the summary application, and that summary applications that will be open in the form of pop-up. So here we have given the steps, step by steps, that how you can enable the pop-ups. I'll show the same thing here in this video tutorial. That just move into your browser. On the right hand side, just click on this three button, and you will find one option is called settings. Now click on the settings. You will find one search bar. Now here in the search bar, you just write pop. Is it? So I'm searching a pop-up. You'll find one blue button here is called one result. So just click on a site setting. When you move to the site setting, just scroll down. When you scroll down it, you will find that you'll find pop-ups and redirects. See, in my case the pop-up is already allowed, so you can see allowed. So you just click on it. Here what you can see is, you can see that it is a blocked. Now what you need to do is, you need to enable this pop-up. So you just click on it, and it shows that allowed. So now your pop-up is allowed. Now next thing what you need to do is, you just need to close the Chrome, and just reopen it. It is very important. Once you reopen your Chrome, see the next step. Now you can start filling the application form. So to fill the application form, you can visit. So once you close your Google Chrome browser, now we'll see the instructions related to how to fill the online application. So before you start filling the applications, it is very important to check the list of the courses run by the Gujarat Forensic Sciences University, eligibility criteria, fees, syllabus, and the entrance examination syllabus also. For to view all those details, I'll advise to visit our website. So you just, as you can see on the screen, you just move to our website. In this website, I'll show some of the important sections. Like in the universities, you'll find the detail related to the student placements, our library related informations also, our information infrastructure also related also information also, We also gives the medals to the meritorious students. So you can also find the medal details or details also. You'll find the MOU related detail also. Let's see, we are interested in the courses, so just move into the academics. And in the academics you will find four institutes. So under this universities we have the four institute: Institute of Forensic Science, Institute of Behavioral Sciences, Institute of Research and Development, and Institute of Management and Training. Now you just need to see the course which is run by each of the institute. So suppose if you want to see that which course is run by the Institute of Forensic Science, so just click on the programs. Now when you click on the program, here you will have the program list of the programs run by the Institute of Forensic Science. So you can see that here we have the course name is Institute of Forensic Science. This is what the eligibility criteria for to take the admissions into the MSc Forensic Science. The duration of the course, that is a number of seats, and the fees which you can see here. So what you need to do is you need to see that you are eligible in which course. So you can see in the from the eligibility criteria you can decide that in which course you are eligible. Now if you want to get a more detail, then every course have the information brochure. So you just suppose if I want to see that what is the syllabus and the other details about the MSc Digital Forensic and Information Security course, then you just click on the information brochure. Now when you click on the information brochure, then you'll get the introduction about the course, followed by the course name, intact, duration, eligibility for the admissions. Then you have the admission procedure, it is listed here, and also the syllabus for the entrance test also, followed by the fee structure, and then you'll have that which the syllabus structure of the course. So this information brochure you will get in all the cases. So you need to see that in which course you are eligible. So these are the list of the courses for Institute of Forensic Science. In the same way, if you are interested to take the admission in the behavioral sciences courses, then you just need to see the program which is run by the Institute of Behavioral Sciences. You just click on the program, and inside the program you will get the same detail: the course name, eligibility criteria, durations, number of seats, and the fees detail. And every course have the information brochure. Likewise, you also get the informations in the case if you are interested to take the admission in the courses related to the pharmacies or the nanotechnology or the food forensics. Then if you want to see that which course is run by the Institute of Research and Development, then just click on the programs, and you can see the list of the program which is run by the Institute of Research and Development. So that also you can see. Just check the eligibility, that in which course you are eligible. In the same way, if you are interested to take the admission in the courses related to the management, then just see the Institute of Management and Training, just click on the programs, and you will definitely get the list of the programs with the complete detail, and every program have the information brochure. So the most important thing which you need to know, that you just need to check the eligibility, and you need to know that I am eligible in which course, which is very important. So this of this information it is very helpful for you to know the admission procedure and some other questions also. Now once you do this, now remember one thing we are telling every time, that whenever you visit our website, please do the control F5 to get the latest update. Now if we'll go ahead, there is also one more important instruction, that please read our admission procedure, terms and conditions very carefully while before filling your online application. Now what other things you need to ready before start applying or start filling the online application is, you need to prepare your recent photograph, and the size of that photograph is not more than 150 KB. See, if you try to upload the photograph of more than 150 KB, then you are not able to submit your form. In the same way, we also need your signature, and it should be of not more than 150 KB. If the signature image is also more than 150 KB, then you are not able to submit the online application. You can use the help, take the help of Paint to minimize the size of your photograph and signature. Now, if we'll go ahead before start filling your application form, you need to have this scan copy of your living certificate, your SSC mark sheet, HSC mark sheet, graduation mark sheet if needed, and also the scan copy of your post graduation mark sheet and caste certificate if any. Now, one more thing, when you prepare the image of all those documents, please see that every document size should not be more than 1 MB. So if you prepare the image of the mark sheets, image of the mark sheet of SSC, then you need to know, you need to see that the size of that image of the mark sheet of SSC should not go for above 1 MB. So you need to have the image of your living certificate less than 1 MB, image of the mark sheet of SSC less than 1 MB, image of the mark sheet of your HSC less than 1 MB, and the other document. If the image of the any of the document is more than 1 MB, then you are not able to submit your application. Now, one more thing you need, please keep ready, keep in your hand the credit card, debit card, or the bank account details, because once you complete your online applications, you need to submit the fees online only. Now, remember one thing, we will accept the fees only through online. We do not accept DD or a check. Now, once you ready with all these details, now you can start applying or filling the application form. For that, you need to visit this web link. So I'll copy this web link and I'll paste into the browser. And here we have, this is what the portal through which you can apply online. Okay, now before we go ahead, let's see the next instruction. Once you will discuss this step by step, I'll demonstrate that how to fill the application form. But the last instruction is, once you fill your application and pay the fees successfully, then you need to take the print of your application summary. I will show you that how to take the download the application summary, and along with this application summary, you need to attach all the mark sheet, testimonials, and the other document, and every document has to be self-attested, means you need to do the signature at the end of each of the document, self-attested, and your signature. Once you so you need to send the application summary along with all self-attested document, put those documents inside one envelope, and on the envelope you need to write in the bigger word that you need to apply the course for which institute. Suppose the institute name is, it can be Institute of Forensic Science, Institute of Behavioral Sciences, Institute of Management and Training, or the Institute of Behavioral Sciences. Then you need to write the name of the course for which you applied. Then you need to write the address. You need to send that envelope to this address, to the registrar, Gujarat Forensic Sciences University, Sector 9, near DFS headquarters, Gandhinagar 382770, Gujarat, India. On this address, you have to send your envelope, and at the end, you need to write your name and complete address with the mobile number. Okay. Now let's see that what could be the next step. So once you close your Google Chrome browser, now we'll see the instructions related to how to fill the online application. So before you start filling the applications, it is very important to check the list of the courses run by the Gujarat Forensic Sciences University, eligibility criteria, fees, syllabus, and the entrance examination syllabus also. For to view all those details, I'll advise to visit our website. So you just, as you can see on the screen, you just move to our website. In this website, I'll show some of the important sections. Like in the universities, you'll find the detail related to the student placements, our library related informations also, our information infrastructure also related also information also. We also gives the medals to the meritorious students. So you can also find the medal details also. You'll find the MOU related detail also. Let's see, we are interested in the courses. So just move into the academics, and in the academics you will find four institutes. So under this universities we have the four institute: Institute of Forensic Science, Institute of Behavioral Sciences, Institute of Research and Development, and Institute of Management and Training. Now you just need to see the course which is run by each of the institute. So suppose if you want to see that which course is run by the Institute of Forensic Science, so just click on the programs. Now when you click on the program, here you will have the program list of the programs run by the Institute of Forensic Science. So you can see that here we have the course name is Institute of Forensic Science. This is what the eligibility criteria for to take the admissions into the MSc Forensic Science, the duration of the course, that is a number of seats, and the fees which you can see here. So what you need to do is you need to see that you are eligible in which course. So you can see in the from the eligibility criteria you can decide that in which course you are eligible. Now if you want to get a more detail, then every course have the information brochure. So you just suppose if I want to see that what is the syllabus and the other details about the MSc Digital Forensic and Information Security course, then you just click on the information brochure. Now when you click on the information brochure, then you'll get the introduction about the course, followed by the course name, intact, duration, eligibility for the admissions. Then you have the admission procedure, it is listed here, and also the syllabus for the entrance test also, followed by the fee structure, and then you'll have that which the syllabus structure of the course. So this information brochure you will get in all the cases. So you need to see that in this in which course you are eligible. So these are the list of the courses for Institute of Forensic Science. In the same way, if you are interested to take the admission in the behavioral sciences courses, then you just need to see the program which is run by the Institute of Behavioral Sciences. You just click on the program, and inside the program you will get the same detail: the course name, eligibility criteria, durations, number of seats, and the fees detail. And every course have the information brochure. Likewise, you also get the informations in the case if you are interested to take the admission in the courses related to the pharmacies or the nanotechnology or the food forensics. Then if you want to see that which course is run by the Institute of Research and Development, then just click on the programs, and you can see the list of the program which is run by the Institute of Research and Development. So that also you can see. Just check the eligibility that in which course you are eligible. In the same way, if you are interested to take the admission in the courses related to the management, then just see the Institute of Management and Training, just click on the programs, and you will definitely get the list of the programs with the complete detail, and every program have the information brochure. So the most important thing which you need to know that you just need to check the eligibility, and you need to know that I am eligible in which course, which is very important. So this of this information will it is very helpful for you to know the admission procedure and some other questions also. Now once you do this, now remember one thing we are telling every time, that whenever you visit our website, please see do the control F5 to get the latest update. Now, if we'll go ahead, there is also one more important instruction, that please read our admission procedure, terms and conditions very carefully while before filling your online application. Now, what other things you need to ready before start applying or start filling the online application is you need to prepare your recent photograph, and the size of that photograph is not more than 150 KB. See, if you try to upload the photograph of more than 150 KB, then you are not able to submit your form. In the same way, we also need your signature, and it should be of not more than 150 KB. If the signature image is also more than 150 KB, then you are not able to submit the online application. You can use the help, take the help of Paint to minimize the size of your photograph and signature. Now, if you'll go ahead before start filling your application form, you need to have the scan copy of your living certificate, your SSC mark sheet, HSC mark sheet, graduation mark sheet if needed, and also the scan copy of your post graduation mark sheet, and caste certificate if any. Now, one more thing, when you prepare the image of all those documents, please see that every document size should not be more than 1 MB. So if you prepare the image of the mark sheets, image of the mark sheet of SSC, then you need to know, you need to see that the size of that image of the mark sheet of SSC should not go for above 1 MB. So you need to have the image of your living certificate less than 1 MB, image of the mark sheet of SSC less than 1 MB, image of the mark sheet of your HSC less than 1 MB, and the other document. If the image of the any of the document is more than 1 MB, then you are not able to submit your application. Now, one more thing you need, please keep ready, keep in your hand the credit card, debit card, or the bank account details, because once you complete your online applications, you need to submit the fees online only. Now, remember one thing, we will accept the fees only through online. We do not accept DD or a check. Now, once you ready with all these details, now you can start applying or filling the application form. For that, you need to visit this web link. So I'll copy this web link and I'll paste into the browser. And here we have, this is what the portal through which you can apply online. Okay, now before we go ahead, let's see the next instruction. Once you will discuss this step by step, I'll demonstrate that how to fill the application form. But the last instruction is, once you fill your application and pay the fees successfully, then you need to take the print of your application summary. I will show you that how to take the download the application summary, and along with this application summary, you need to attach all the mark sheet, testimonials, and the other document, and every document has to be self-attested, means you need to do the signature at the end of each of the document, self-attested, and your signature. Once you so you need to send the application summary along with all self-attested document, put those documents inside one envelope, and on the envelope you need to write in the bigger word that you need to apply the course for which institute. Suppose the institute name is, it can be Institute of Forensic Science, Institute of Behavioral Sciences, Institute of Management and Training, or the Institute of Behavioral Sciences. Then you need to write the name of the course for which you applied. Then you need to write the address. You need to send that envelope to this address, to the registrar, Gujarat Forensic Sciences University, Sector 9, near DFS headquarters, Gandhinagar 382770, Gujarat, India. On this address, you have to send your envelope, and at the end, you need to write your name and complete address with the mobile number. Okay. Now let's see that what could be the next step. So now let's see how to fill the online admission application form for the Gujarat Forensic Sciences University. So to apply online, you need to visit the web link http://gfsu adm.gipl.in. So let me copy this URL. I'll will use the Google Chrome. I strongly advised in the beginning also that please use a Google Chrome to fill the online admission form. So let me open this web link. Okay, now as you can see on the screen, this is the web page through which you can apply online. Now here we have given the easy step. The first thing is, if you are already registered, then you can sign in by entering the application name and the password. If you are not registered, then we need to click on apply now. Okay, and you need to fill the form, submit the application form, do the payment process, and submit the hard copy of application summary along with all the documents to the university. That I think we already discussed. Okay, the second thing is, if you are already registered, then you will find the application number and the password from your, which will be sent to your registered email ID, and from there you can use the application number and the password to log in. And if you don't have if you forgot the password, then you can use this forgot password web link to recover your password. So let's see. I'm behaving that I'm not registered, so let me click on apply now. Now when you click on the apply now, you need to select the institute, is it? And now some of the applicants, they have the questions that I don't know that which course is running in which institute. For that I already discussed that. For that you can visit to our websites, and this is our website gfsu.edu.in, and you can see the academics. Now every institute have the list of the programs. So suppose if I'll click on this program, and let me check that for which program I'm interested to apply. So I'll check that, oh, this is what the course in which I'm interested, MSc Digital Forensic and Information Security. Now I'll check that what is eligibility. Now you need to see the eligibility. If I'm eligible, suppose if I did the BCA, then I'll say that, oh, the BCA is eligible. And suppose if I am open category candidate, then they'll ask for the 55%. Now remember one thing: if you don't have the last semester mark sheet also, then also you can apply. So don't worry about it. So I'll say that, okay, I'm interested in the MSc Digital Forensic and Information Security, and this course is running under the Institute of Forensic Science. So now what I'll do is I'll click on the Institute of Forensic Science, and this will show the list of the courses which will be run under the Institute of Forensic Science. So let me check. Okay, this is what the MSc Digital Forensic and Information Security. Okay. Now, once you click on it, please read. Here we have given the admission detail. So if you want to know the step-by-step guide that how to fill the form, then we will provide the PDF file. So you can click on this and you can check the PDF file where we have given the same thing which I'm discussing on the video. We have given the step by step with the screenshots that how to fill the form. Second thing is you need to read the instruction. This is the older instruction, please. We'll definitely update this instruction very soon. But the application fees for all the application online application is 1200. So what you need to do is you need to read the instruction. Remember one thing: this is the older instructions. We are going to update this instruction very soon. So read the instruction and then I'll say I agree and I'll say register. Now when you click on the register, you will immediately move to the next page. Now, as you can see that the first page is talking about the personal details. So what you need to do is you need to enter the your name and other things. Like I'll say that Ish Patel. You need to enter your birth date. Okay, then you need to select your gender. See, now remember one thing, you can see the asterisk here. So whenever you find the asterisk means this is a mandatory detail, means you have to enter the detail. You have to compulsory enter the detail. So blood group, if you are interested, you can enter the blood group. Mother tongue, it is not mandatory, but if you want, you can enter. Nationality is, I'll say, Indian. Email ID, this is very important to enter the email ID. So I have created one temporary email ID, gfsu.gfsu123@gmail.com. Please remember one thing: this is a temporary email ID I have created for the testing purpose. Once I'll complete the video, I'll delete this account. So don't try to send any email. This is a temporary email ID. Okay, now I have to confirm this email ID. So I have confirmed the email ID. I'll say I need to enter the mother name. Parent occupation, it is mandatory. Then I'll say businessman. Okay, now on the other side. Now this is very important. Now what you need to do, you need to enter the applicant's photograph, and this photograph, it has to be either JPG, okay, JPEG or the PNG only, and it has to be a less than or equal to 150 KB. So let me choose a file. I have already prepared one file, open and click on upload. Once you upload your photograph, you can see the photograph here. I just created this temporary image. Now here you need to upload your signature. So you can take a piece of paper, you can do the signatures, then using the mobiles you can take the photograph of your signature and use a paint options available in the Microsoft Office to minimize the size. And the image of the signature, it has to be a JPEG, JPG or a PNG, and it has to be a less than or equal to 150 KB. If it is more than 150 KB, then our online applications won't allow you to submit the application. So let me take choose. Let me select the same one. I'll say upload. Okay. Now remember one thing. Once your image is gets uploaded, you can see the image there. So now my image is got uploaded. You can see the image here also. This is not a mandatory information, but if you want, you can enter the detail because you don't find a strict red asterisk here. So I'll say leave it. Okay. Now let me go ahead. I'll say parent income. I'll take this one. Okay, parent's email ID. If you are interested, you can enter, and I'll say save and proceed. So now I will move to the next stage. Now once you enter your personal detail, this screen will be, you can see this screen. Now this will shows that the first step of the registration completed, and they will give you the application number. Now you need to keep in your mind this application number. Now remember one thing, an application has been sent to your email ID with the login credential. So let me check my email ID that did I receive any email or not. Okay, so this is what I have my email ID in which I already logged in. So I can see one reply from no reply dash CMS GFSU admission login credential. So I'll click on it. Now once you click on it, you'll find the login credentials. So it will shows that this is what my name, this is a dummy name, and I have applied for this course, that is a digital MSc digital forensic and information security, and this is what my application number. Now remember one thing, application number is your I'll say, so once you receive the email, just click on back to login page. So I'll click on back to login page, and from your email ID, just read your, this is your application number. So I'll take this application number, copy it, and I'll come here and what I'll do is I'll paste it. Now I also have the password. So here you will have the password. I'll take the password and I'll enter the password also. Okay, now remember one thing. Uh, if you don't receive the email, then please check your bulk email option also. It sometimes it may possible that you may have the email in the bulk email. Otherwise, most of the times you'll receive the email within a minute in your entered email ID. Now let me log in with so I'll do sign in. Wait for a few seconds. So once you click on the login, you'll have this screen in front of you. Now remember one thing, on the top you have your name, then you have your application number. This is the name of the course for which you applied, and you have the logout option. You'll find the same information here also in front of you, that you applied for what. Now second thing is, you just see the registration informations. The application status is incomplete because we need to enter the education qualification detail, and this is also very important that your pending status, payment status is pending. Now once you do once you fill the entire application form, and when you do a successful payment, then only you can see that the application status is complete and the payment status is done. Okay, now if you see, you already logged in with the application number and the password which we have sent. Now if you want to change the password, then you can click on the change the password, and you can give your own password. If you don't want to change it, then you just click on the added application form. Now when you click on the added application form, the form which you the basic information which you entered, you can see here. If you want, you can edit this one. If you think that okay, the information which you entered in the personal detail is okay, then you can move to save and proceed. So you can move in the next stage. Now in the next stage, you need to select the caste. Now remember one thing, whenever you select the caste, please you should understand one thing very important, that this university is located in the Gujarat. So we will consider the students, Gujarat domicile students, only for the OBC caste, SC caste, and SCBC and ST caste. What does it mean? That if somebody is applying from the Bihar and he is OBC there in Bihar, but when he or she apply in the Gujarat, especially for the Gujarat Forensic Sciences University, then he or she will be considered under the open category. So if you are of any caste, like somebody from the Assam, suppose he is a ST candidate in the Assam, but when he is applying in the Gujarat, then he will be considered under the open category only. So we'll consider like somebody is from the Gujarat, suppose he is a SC candidate or the SC candidate, ST candidate, and he is a Gujarat domicile, then only we will consider that candidate as an SC or ST candidate. The moral of the story is, if anybody who is not who do not have the Gujarat domicile, and if they are applying from outside the Gujarat, please select the open category. Okay. Disability, if you are of physical handicap, then only select this option, otherwise keep it none. The admission criteria, as I applied for this course, then just click on the MSc Digital Forensic and Information Security, and this is the education qualification list. Means the candidate who has done BSc IT, CS Maths Electronics, BSc Forensic Science with Computer Forensics, BCA, BE, BTech Computer Engineering, BE, BTech IT. So this is the list of the education qualification who is eligible for the course MSc Digital Forensic and Information Security. And you can see the last option is any other. So you don't need to select you don't need to select anything from this. This is for your information. Then I'll say save and proceed. Okay. Now here you need to provide your current address, country is India. I'm from the Gujarat, so I'll write the Gujarat only. Gandhinagar. One more time, if you don't have the Gujarat domicile, then please select the open category. Then I'll say zip code. This is just for a demo. Okay, here I'll say provide the mobile number. I'll say this is a dummy number. Okay, then I'll say tick if the permanent postal at details is the same as the current postal details. So I'll say yes. Okay, and then I'll say save and proceed. Now remember one thing, if you want to apply for more than one courses, then you can use same Gmail ID or same email ID to apply to the more than one course. So you don't need a separate email ID for a separate courses. You can use the same single email ID to apply for more than one courses. Now here we have the very important column is called academic details. Now please, before apply for, click on the add qualification, please read. Please select the suitable qualifications from the drop down list. Even in the case in the case if you don't have a last semester result, then submit the qualifications detail for which result you have. What does it mean? That if my sixth semester examination is not yet conducted, or the sixth semester result is awaited, then also you can fill the application form, but in that case you need to enter the marks or a grade detail of a last semester. It means that suppose if I have the marks for a fifth semester, then you need to enter the marks for a fifth semester. But one thing you need to remember very carefully, that once you take the admission, you need to submit the last semester mark sheets or the provisional mark sheets by the date, last date, which will be decided by the GFSU. If you fail to submit the provisional mark sheet of a last semester by a last date which will be decided by the GFSUs, then the GFSU authority will take the decision in that case what to do. So I'll click on the add qualification. The first select the SSC. Here we have the exam oblique degree name. It is selected by default by SSC. Board or university. In Gujarat we have GSEB, or you can say central board. Special subject, this is not mandatory, so if you want you can keep it blank also. Obtain marks, I obtain 600 marks suppose out of 700 marks. Then I'll say passing month, let it be of a May. Year is, let it be a 2015. And say distinctions, you don't need to enter the seat number because it is not a mandatory field. And I'll say save. Okay, so SSC detail is got, it is entered. Now we'll click on the add detail. Again select your HSC, and here also we have central board. Then I'll suppose if I support 600 out of 700. Select the month is April. Then I'll say 2016, 15. So distinction, this is not a mandatory full set number, so I'll say save. Okay, then I'll say add, again add qualification. Now it is important one. Now suppose take an example that I did my BTech computer engineering. That's it. Now BTech computer engineering, uh, you need to enter the examinations exam oblique the degree name. So I'll say that degree name is, suppose if I did BE computer engineering, then you need to enter the name of a degree. Okay, now remember one thing, suppose if you have a degree like which is not listed here but it is related to the computer science or the engineering, suppose if it is not listed here, in that case you need to select any other option. Now you should remember that you don't find the any other options in all the courses, is it? So if whenever you click on the any other options, then please remember any other options, then equivalence of this degree other than listed above will be checked by the equivalence committee of the universities, and their decisions will be final. Because if you select on any other options, you need to enter the degree name which is not listed there. So if somebody says that somebody entered BE network security, if you think that this degree is eligible, then you need to enter the degree of BE network security. Suppose now, does this BE network security is equivalent to the degree which is listed here? Who will decide? Our equivalence committee will decide, and they'll take the decision that the degree which you entered is valid or not. Then I'll say GFSU. Okay, now take an example. Suppose you don't, because BE is of a 8 semester. Now you don't have the 8 semester mark sheets with you. Now what to do? So what you need to do is you need to calculate the total marks till 7th semester. Suppose if I have the mark sheet or mark sheet of a 7th semester, then calculate the total marks till 7th semester. So suppose if I'll do the total, I'll say the total of the 7th semester I obtained, let it be 1520 marks. So you need to do a total of semester 1, obtain marks in semester 1, semester 2, semester 3, semester 4, semester 5, semester 6, and semester 7. Okay, and you need to get a total that how what is a total, suppose. So let it be a total could be, example is 2000. Okay, so you need to consider the total or obtain marks of a last semesters for which you have a mark sheet. If you don't have that mark sheet, don't worry. Then June, July, select something like this, 2018, let it be a distinction, it's okay, and I'll say save. Okay, so I have entered the marks for this course. Okay, now I'll say add experience. Now remember one thing, experience is not mandatory. If you have the experience, then you can enter the experience detail. I'll say period of experience is, let it be, it is in month, so I'll say 18 month. Designation is network engineer. Key area is, let it be, industrial, and if you want to write the experience, so I'll say save. Okay, now if you want to add more experience, you can again click on the add experience. Okay, and you can enter some more detail. That's it. Now suppose if you want to edit anything, any of the details, then you just need to click on the edit, and if you want to delete any of the informations, you can delete, click on the delete symbol, so it will delete your a particular details. Now add semester, please read this instruction. Even in the case if you don't have the last semester result, then submit the semester oblique year details for which result you have. Okay, so I'll say you need to say that your course is year wise. Do you have the result for the year wise or the semester wise? So I'll say add semester. I'll say obtain marks in semester 1 or a grade point. I'll say I obtained 500 out of 600. As it a number of subject is 6, and subject name is you can say computer engineering, comma test, comma test, and you can save it. Okay, now if you say if you think that, oh, I did some mistake, then you can click on the edit. You can do the editing in it, and you can save it. Okay, now I taken the courses B computer network security. So and suppose I'll take an example that I don't have the 8th semester results, and then what I'll do is I'll enter the semester detail up to 7th semester. Suppose take an example, 700. Subject is this, and I'll just save. Okay, this is what the way you need to enter the semester detail till the semester for which you have the mark sheet. Now remember one thing, in the case of the grade point, in the case of the grade point, uh, you, you need to enter the grade detail. Now let me go ahead, save and proceed. Now here this we ask for some of the informations, but the informations, none of the information is mandatory. So if you are interested, you can enter the informations, otherwise you can leave it. Now this part is very important. This is related to the attachment. Now I told you earlier that you need to prepare the scan copy of your different documents. But remember one thing, suppose if you prepare the scan copy of SSC mark sheet, then please read this instruction. Upload a color copy. If you upload the black and white copy, then also it's okay, but it should not be more than 1 MB size. The second thing is, you can upload the file or a document. It has to be either PDF, doc, docx, jpg, jpeg, or bmp. I'll recommend that please upload the PDF file, strongly recommend it. In case of multiple documents under one categories, please merge all the documents and then upload. Okay, so you can take the SSC, you can click on the SSC mark sheet, choose the file, Let me choose the file from this, and you can upload it. See, I'm trying to upload the PNG file, so it gives me the error because the file which I wants to upload, it has to be a PDF, doc, docx, JPG, BMP or JPEG only. The second thing is, suppose if you select your graduation mark sheet. Now in the graduation mark sheet you have six semester 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 semester mark sheet. So what you need to do is you need to create the image of all six semester mark sheets, and you need to prepare a single PDF. Is it? And that single PDF we need to upload in this case. Is it? Now remember one thing: if you don't upload any document, even though you can submit the form, but it is highly advisable that please upload the scanned copy of a document, because suppose if your hard copy will not reach to our universities, then we can download this scanned copy and we can proceed ahead. Is it? Okay, now I can say save and exit. So now we can see that the application status, it shows that complete but not submitted, because we have not yet did the payment process. Now we'll go ahead, and the third option is, now we'll click on the submit application form. Okay, now in the submit application form you need to read this instruction carefully and click on a submit form, and they will give you one pop-up that after form submissions details entered cannot be updated. Are you sure you want to submit the form or not? So once you click on the OK, now we are not able to edit any of the information. Okay, now so once the application is submitted successfully, you need to move, they will give you the option of a make online payment. That's it. Now we have the varieties of options. We have the varieties of debit card, credit card, and the banking options. The application fees is 1,200. Now before you start the payment process, you need to please read these instructions very carefully, that do not refresh your browser or click the back buttons during the payment process. Once you click on a button, you will be redirected to the payment page. Please choose your payment mode. It can be a net banking, credit card, debit card, etc. for the payment process. And online payment is possible with the Indian bank and in Indian rupee only. Now remember one thing: once the fees payment is done, what you need to do is you need to take the printout of the payment receipt and submit it along with the applications form printout and supported documents to the universities before a last day of submission. Please try to submit the online applications form at least 1 week before. That's it. Because you need to submit the application summary along with all the documents to the university address. Now, last one is the application form fee is not refundable, which is a 1,200 rupees. Okay. Now remember one thing: we have not yet. I'm not going to test the make online payment, but once you click on the make online payment, you will redirect to one more page through which you can do the payment process. But believe me, it is very easy. You just need to provide your credit card number, your CVE number. Okay, one amount you not need to enter, because it is a fixed 1,200. Once you submit the form, one OTP will come to your mobile phones. You need to enter the OTP, and the payment process will be complete. Now once the payment process will be complete, you just need to click on payment process will be complete, means your online application form is submitted successfully along with the payment. Now you need to submit the hard copy to our university. Now what you need to submit is you need to submit the application summary. So now when you click on the application summary, it will open one more pop-up. So it will open one more pop-up. Now remember one thing, this is the pop-up. If you don't enable the pop-up which I shown earlier in the same video, then this page will not be open. Is it? So this application form, you can see your details which you entered. Okay, and and what you need to do is you need to take a printout of this page. Now, how do you save this page into your, I'll say, in your computer? Then you can click on the download button here, and it will ask there where you want to save. So suppose let me save here, and I'll say this is GFSU underscore form, and you can say now it is. So once you successfully complete your payment, now we need to download the application summary, because you need to send that application summary along with all the documents to the university. Now every year we received so many calls related to the issues related to the application summary. So please see this part very carefully. Now if you want to download the application summary, just click on the application summary. Now as you can see that application summary is open. Now once you complete your payment online successfully, now you need to download the application summary, because you need to send the application summary along with all the documents to the university. And every year we receive so many calls and the inquiries related to the application summary. So please see this part very carefully. Now click on the application summary. Now as you can see, and when I click on the application summary, it is open in one more window. Now if suppose case 1, if this window will not open, it means that your pop-up is not enable. So just check that your pop-up is enable or not. Then check, just move there, settings. Inside the settings, just write POP, that is a pop-up. Then set site settings, just move below and check that is it here, do you find the allowed or not. Suppose if you don't find allowed keyword, then just move here and just enable it. So when you enable it, it shows the allowed. Okay, once you allow, close the button, and again check, click on the application summary, and you can see that the application summary is open in one more window. So if your pop-up is blocked, then you don't find this page. This is the first. The second one is once your application is open, just check your applications. You will find all the information here. And the second thing is, now if you want to take the print of this application form, the first option available here is just a print. So if you have the printer attached with your laptop, desktop of your, or if you are filling this form from any of the cyber cafe, then you can just give the printout. Is it? Okay. This is the first option. The second option is, suppose if you don't have the printer, then you need to download this file. In that case, remember one, just click on the download. Okay, and it will ask that where you want to download this file. Please show the proper location. I'll say I'm downloading inside the D drive, and just save it. Now once you save, you can see that file is got downloaded. Now just click here, show in folder. Now when you click show in folder, it will show something like this. Okay, now what you need to do is just click on it and left click from your mouse. You will find an option is called rename. So just click on the rename. Now when you do the rename, instead of ASPX, you just write PDF. So it is a print underscore report dot PDF, and enter. It will ask that you are going to change the extension, press yes, and your file is got converted into the PDF. Now you can carry this file through the pen drive. You can send this file through the email is it? And you can take the printout. Let me see that this file, it will be open or not. Yes, the file is got it is open successfully. This is the second way. Suppose if you don't wants to follow this way, then we have one more option. The third options would be just click on the print. Now here in this box, just read and you will find one option is called save as a PDF. So just click on the save as PDF and click on a save. Now it will ask that where you want to save. Now remember one thing, here you just need to remove this part. Okay, and I'll give the name is 1, and here just check that do you have the PDF options is available or not, and you can save it. Now once you save, check the location, you will find that the file is saved there. So I can see this file, sorry, I can see that file here, that file will be that will be saved successfully. So these are the three different ways to save the file. Once you save the file, please just take the printout of that file, take your SSC, HSC, living certificate if you have, graduation, all the mark sheets if you have, and provisional degree certificate or a degree certificate if you have, as it, and send it to the university. Now before send to the universities, please do this applicant signature here and write a date and do a self-attest each of the documents. So at the bottom of the SSC mark sheet, just write true copy and do your signature and your name. You have to do for all the documents. Prepare the set with summary, application summary along with all the document self-attested, and send that copy to the address. When you send that copy, take one envelope, write the institute name, write the course name and a complete address. At the bottom, you just write your name, address and the mobile number and send it to our university. Now remember one thing, if you apply for a 2 course, then you need to send a 2 set of summary applications along with the 2 set of self-attested document in a 2 separate envelope. And remember one thing, the last important instruction is please try to submit our online applications 1 week before the deadline so that your application will reach to our universities by the time. So I think this is what I have given all the important instructions. So thanks for watching, and I'll hope that this may solve your problem. Thank you.